There is another herb that you can take on the inside to get inflammation down, and that's turmeric. Turmeric's a very powerful herb internally to get the inflammation down.
What if I told you that the most powerful tools to prevent one of the deadliest diseases known to man are sitting right in your kitchen, waiting to be discovered? You might be thinking, that's impossible, right? But let me ask you this. What if you're just a few seconds away from learning the exact foods that could silently be defending your body from cancer, and you never even knew it? In this video, I'm about to reveal 4 everyday ingredients, simple foods like ginger, garlic, turmeric, and leafy greens that can become the ultimate defense in your battle against inflammation, the hidden cause of cancer. Most people will go through life not knowing this, and by the time they realize the truth, it might be too late. But not you. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand how these foods work, but why not incorporating them into your diet immediately could be a risk you're unknowingly taking. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could literally save your life. Ginger.
So you can use ginger internally and you can use it externally. So first of all, we'll look at it internally. Internally, you can grate it on this little fine grater, probably about a teaspoon, and you pour a cup of boiling water on it. Let it just sit for about 10 minutes and strain it, and there's your ginger tea. So that hot ginger tea can be used to warm someone up. It can be used for someone's got a cold, sore throat. It also can be used for anyone that's got an upset stomach. So it's an anti-nausea herb. So it's not only a heaty herb, but it's an anti-nausea herb.
Ginger, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Did you know that the secret to fighting cancer might be as simple as reaching for a root that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now? Most people don't think twice about using ginger for cooking, but the real magic of this little root goes way beyond flavor. We all experience inflammation, sometimes without even knowing it, and that's where the real danger begins. Chronic inflammation can lay the groundwork for some of the most serious diseases, including cancer. But how do we stop this silent enemy? Let me take you back to a time when I was on a rocky boat trip. The waves were crushing and my stomach was turning in ways I had never felt before. Nothing I tried worked, but then someone offered me a small piece of ginger to chew on. Within minutes, I felt the nausea disappear. It was like magic. But what I didn't know at the time was that the same ginger root calming my seasickness could be helping me fight inflammation deep inside my body. Solution: so how can you start using this anti-inflammatory powerhouse in your daily life? It's simple: ginger tea, grated ginger in your cooking, or even fresh ginger in your smoothies. Just by including ginger in your diet, you're taking a crucial step in not just easing digestive discomfort, but actively fighting inflammation that could lead to cancer. Think about it. The next time you add ginger to your tea, you're not just soothing your stomach, you're arming your body for a fight it's been quietly preparing for. Garlic.
A lot of people say to me, I eat garlic all the time, and that's great. I think we all eat garlic all the time. But if you want to use it as an antibiotic, 4 raw cloves a day. Not everyone can take that, and if you can't take it, maybe you look at an alternative like your olive leaf extract, which is another excellent antibiotic. So what would you do for a baby? For a baby, you could slice up the onion very finely and put it in a little cloth and bind it to the bottom of their feet. And I have done this quite a lot to my little ones.
Garlic, the silent assassin of cancer cells. Have you ever chopped garlic and thought about why its smell is so strong? You probably know it adds flavor, but did you know that powerful scent is actually a sign of garlic releasing its cancer-fighting abilities? There's a reason garlic has been used medicinally for centuries. It works wonders. The biggest mistake people make is thinking garlic is just a flavor enhancer. In reality, his little bulb holds incredible cancer-fighting properties. But here's the thing, most people aren't using garlic the right way to unlock its full potential. Are you? Let me share a story about a friend of mine. He always swore by garlic during flu season. Every year, when the first signs of a cold appeared, he would crush a few cloves of raw garlic and eat them straight. Not only did he rarely get sick, but he later discovered that the same garlic was fighting more than just colds. Turns out, garlic's potent compounds are also effective at targeting cancer cells, especially in the stomach, colon, and even the breasts. This friend now makes sure garlic is part of every meal, knowing it's doing much more than just warding off illness. It's acting as a silent assassin against harmful diseases. Solution: if you want to maximize garlic's cancer-fighting powers, it's best to eat it raw or lightly cooked. Add it to your salads, dressings, and even soups after they've cooled a bit. You can also make a garlic-infused olive oil to drizzle over your meals. And the next time you take a bite of garlic, remember, you're not just enjoying its taste. You're actively fighting inflammation and stopping the growth of cancer cells before they have a chance to spread. Turmeric, the golden shield.
Turmeric's a very powerful herb internally to get the inflammation down.
How often or how
So,
much?
a teaspoon 3 times a day.
Sure.
If it's the fresh turmeric, you would triple that dose. If it's dried, then you bring it back.
What if I told you the secret to long-lasting health isn't found in some expensive supplement, but in a simple spice with a golden hue? This spice has been used for centuries, and science is only now catching up to its incredible health benefits. Most of us don't realize that the chronic inflammation building up in our bodies is creating a perfect environment for diseases like cancer to thrive. And while we hear about turmeric all the time, most people don't know how to use it in the right way to unlock its full potential. Take the story of a woman Barbara O'Neill once shared about during a health seminar. This woman was suffering from severe arthritis and had been on medication for years. After learning about turmeric, she started adding it to her meals, taking it as a supplement, and even drinking it in her tea. Within months, her arthritis pain had drastically reduced, and she no longer needed her medication. The secret: turmeric's ability to reduce chronic inflammation, the same inflammation that fuels cancer growth. Solution: how can you make turmeric part of your daily routine? It's easier than you think. You can add turmeric to soups, stews, or even smoothies. If you're feeling adventurous, try making golden milk, turmeric mixed with warm milk, or a dairy alternative, and a pinch of black pepper to enhance its absorption. By incorporating turmeric into your meals, you're doing more than adding flavor, you're giving your body a natural, powerful shield against cancer. Green leafy vegetables.
Now, before I define vegetables, let me just go back to dark green leafy vegetables. Now, this explains why things like green barley, spirulina, wheatgrass, green smoothies have become popular, because they are so alkaline. And as you can see from here, it is an acid environment basically that breeds disease. So we can do a lot to alkaline the tissues of our body by eating more greens. Vegetables. Most vegetables are alkaline forming. But there is a question mark with one group of vegetables. So one group of vegetables, for some people, has an acid effect, and for some people it has an alkaline effect. That's the tomato. It's the nightshade group of vegetables. Capsicum. In 2 weeks I'll be lecturing in America and I can't say capsicum, I have to say bell pepper. They don't know what a capsicum is. But I think here in New Zealand, you call it capsicum, yeah? Sweet pepper and potato. And I'm not referring to the sweet potato, but in New Zealand, you call it kumara, don't you? But in Australia, we call it the sweet potato. I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to what's commonly called the Irish potato. These are from the nightshade family, and if someone has an inflammatory condition in their body and they eat these foods, it can accelerate the inflammation. Let me give you the story of a lady and her husband that came to our health retreat. They were in their probably early to mid 70s, and the lady said to me, you know, 2 years ago we booked ourselves into an aged care facility. She said we were late 60s. She said, we're both a bit overweight. She said, I had quite a bit of arthritis. My husband had some gout. And our daughter gave us a set of your DVDs. She said, we watched them. We learned about exercise, drinking more water, breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, tea like a pauper. We heard the acid alkaline and about the nightshades, and we thought, We're retired now, we can do what we want. Let's give this a go. She said within 6 months they both lost 10 kilos. She said the pain from her arthritis had gone. She was off all her medication. Even the joints were going back to normal. Did everyone hear that? The joints in a lady in her late 60s are going back to normal. She said, we booked out of aged care. She said, we bought a big van and a car and we decided to travel Australia. And they got to mid-east coast, came into our health retreat, which is about an hour off the highway, and spent a week with us doing our health program. You could not wipe the smile off this lady's face. She said, I'm early 70s now. She said, I feel better now than I felt in my 40s. How many people don't realise how good they could feel? Life should be good. Right up till the day we die. And there is a formula. She said to me, I haven't eaten any of these foods for a year now, for over a year now. She said, do you think I could start eating them? I said, give it a try. Who will tell her? Her body will tell her. How will her body tell her? Well, some people say as soon as they eat some of those foods, the joints start aching. One lady said, well, my joints don't ache straight away, but it repeats on me. So there are different ways that it may speak to you.
Nature's detoxifiers. Have you ever felt like you're not getting enough out of your meals? You could be missing out on one of nature's most powerful detoxifiers, green leafy vegetables. You may not love how they taste, but once you understand what they do inside your body, you'll never skip them again. Many people know vegetables are good for them, but they don't understand just how essential green leafy vegetables are in removing harmful toxins from the body. These toxins, if left unchecked, can create the conditions for cancer to develop. So, how do you avoid this? Barbara O'Neill once spoke of an older couple who had been suffering from arthritis and gout. They were living in constant pain and were on the verge of moving into an aged care facility. Then, they decided to make a change. They started eating more green leafy vegetables, drinking more water, and cutting out processed foods. In just 6 months, they lost weight, reduced their inflammation, and no longer needed their medication. They didn't just feel better, they felt younger than they had in decades. These vegetables had literally transformed their health. Solution: the best part? You can start incorporating these greens into your diet today. Add them to salads, smoothies, or stir-fries. Steam them lightly and drizzle with olive oil for a delicious, nutrient-packed side dish. By regularly eating green leafy vegetables, you're not just maintaining a healthy weight, you're fortifying your body against cancer. So, what's in your fridge or pantry right now? Do you have ginger, garlic, turmeric, or green leafy vegetables on hand? If not, it's time to add these cancer-fighting foods to your shopping list. Start small, add a little ginger to your tea, crush some garlic into your salad, or sprinkle turmeric into your stir-fries. Every bite is a step toward better health. Remember, cancer prevention doesn't have to be complicated. The simple choices you make today, like incorporating these foods into your meals, could have a huge impact on your health tomorrow. So take action now and turn your kitchen into a powerful tool in the fight against cancer. Now that you've uncovered the hidden power of these everyday foods, there's one final secret that could take your health to an entirely new level, one that's been quietly making waves among top health experts. It's a simple, yet incredibly effective method that could amplify everything we've talked about today. And yet, hardly anyone is paying attention to it. In the next video, I'll reveal exactly what this secret is and how you can start using it right away to see dramatic improvements in your overall health and well-being. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Click here to watch and get ready to unlock the next level of your health journey.